What's up, everyone? Welcome to the CBR Show. This is episode 1, season 1 of the brand new CBR Show. It's September 13th, 2022, and we're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about entertainment, social events, whatever is going on in the world. With me, as always, is Bill. Bill, how's it going in Pennsylvania?
Oh, man. Just thrilled to be here. Got all this free time. Kids are back in school. Hence, we can sit down and talk again. Thank God.
Well, I know, I'm relieved. It's finally quiet in my house, and we get to finally talk about that thing that everybody wants to talk about, and that's the NFL opening week, week 1. There were some upsets. I think half the guys were eliminated from the fantasy pool I'm in. I took the Indianapolis Colts. They got a tie. I thought a tie got me to the next tie. I don't know why I said that, but I thought a tie would get me. What?
Toy. Go ahead. What does tie get you?
Yeah.
You out?
Yeah, I'm out. A toy didn't count, didn't carry over, so I was bounced out.
That's
Tennessee.
like kissing your sister.
Yeah, Ty.
I've done it.
You have a sister?
Your sister. No, I
don't have
yeah,
a
that's
sister
terrible.
either.
That's like, did you lose? Did your team lose? Oh, no, you're like, nah, they tie. Like, what a...
Yeah, tying is just for soccer, and we should keep it that way. But anyways, I guess football. But yeah, so we had the first week of the NFL. I mean, was there any games that you really enjoyed? I mean, I know you're a big Eagles fan.
The Eagles won. You know, I recorded some sports talk radio on the way over in case we ever get that deep. You know, people are saying that Jalen, they might not have it on sports talk. I don't know. Your sports talk, I know, is just brutal like mine probably, but I always wonder what sports talk's like around the country. One time we had a big game against a competitor, and so I went online. I got their sports talk to hear them talk about the Eagles. They talked about hockey. That's it. Hockey for 2, 3, 4 hours. Like, I guess it's not as big. Anyway, but yeah, Eagles. Dak got hurt. Good news for fantasy owners. Looks like he's coming back by October 9th. Dak hurt his thumb. What about you? What games did you like?
Well, I mean, obviously the Ravens, you know, a big Ravens fans here in Baltimore. I watched the Seahawks Broncos game last night. What was up with the Seahawks uniform? I mean, they look like the guys in the green suits dancing around. You know what I mean?
Oh, I didn't check it out. I got to check that out. I have some notes on that game.
Green, ugly uniforms. Geno Smith, I think he's like 47 years old. He played really well against the Broncos. Russell Wilson on his return home. You know, there's some big controversy about how they went for. You know, they kind of finished the game, went for plays, and didn't get it. So,
yeah.
I mean, I was surprised Seahawks won. Bengals lost. Joe Burrow threw 4 interceptions. That was another big thing for the NFL. And then, you know, home turf, we got Lamar turning down $133 million guaranteed money.
Yeah, what's that all about? Why would he do that?
I don't know, man. I mean, apparently he wants to get paid like Deshaun Watson money, which yeah, there's a couple of characteristics he probably doesn't want to have that Deshaun.
I doubt he said Deshaun Watson money to the press. Oh, man.
And then the contract the Ravens offered him would have made him higher. He would have got more money than Russell Wilson. And I feel like, you know, I hate to say it, but Russell Wilson's probably a better all-around quarterback than Lamar. But, you know, I mean, he's not an elite quarterback like Joe Flacco. I don't know if you recall those days of Joe Flacco.
Speaking of Joe, he's the guy that threw 59 times in that game, right? For the Jets, they have Joe Flacco and they threw the ball 59 times. Did you see this?
Well, I mean, once elite, always elite, Bill.
Peyton was going in on him, going in. But I have this. Can you want to guess the last time Joe Flacco threw 50 or more passes? What year?
Yes. That was the question. I answered it. Oh, you want me to guess?
You want to guess?
All right.
Yes, I would like to guess.
2015.
19, actually. 50 times.
Wow. What game was that?
I don't know. 2019, but he has thrown 62 passes twice before in 2013 and 2014. Lost, both losses. Big surprise. You know. So
the key thing is if you see Joe Flacco throwing the ball a lot, you're probably going to lose.
That's almost a rule, yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
He's filling in for that guy that likes old ladies. What's that guy's name?
Who?
The quarterback for the Jets, the guy that likes the old ladies. There was all that controversy in the
Oh, the
offseason.
young guy. Right. He's
His
hurt or
best friend's
something?
mom or something.
Oh man, Joe Flacco. God bless him. God
Yeah.
bless him.
Anyways, but Josh Allen and the Bills, they defeated the Rams on was it Thursday Night Football?
Eviscerated him.
Yeah, I mean destroyed them. I think the spread was like 1 point. Rams getting 1 or 3 or something like that. But they blew him out of the water. Josh Allen, big guy, slinging the ball around. But he also, I read an article that says that he's big on signing autographs for children. So tie that all into a time that Buster Posey signed a ball for him, and he was so excited to get it that when he took it, got it back from Buster, he smeared the autograph. Didn't matter, had it up on his shelf all these years, and then allegedly in the article they said that somehow he works for he's employed the same sports agency as Buster Posey. The story got to Buster Posey about the smeared autograph. So what does Buster Posey do? He signs a bat and sends it to Josh Allen.
Nice, man. I love stories like that. Like athletes that are up and coming, they meet their hero and then they become big. That's amazing.
Yeah, and it reminds me of a story that does not have a happy ending. It's a friend of mine that he traveled up to Toronto. He was a big Orioles fan as a kid, big Mike Mussina fan. Jay, I'm telling your story. But they traveled up to Toronto to see the Orioles play the Blue Jays. He's taking a tour of the Blue Jays ballpark, and guess who he sees? Mike Mussina. Mike Mussina standing there. He's off to the side talking to some guys, and his dad's like, "Come on, Jay, we got to go." He's like, "Dad, it's Mike Mussina. I got to go talk to him. I got to see if I can get his autograph. He's my favorite player." His dad's like, "All right, but make it quick because we got to leave." And so he runs up to Mike Mussina. He's just patiently waiting. He's like, "Excuse me, Mr. Mussina." Mike Mussina just keeps talking to the guys.
Mr. Moose.
Yeah. Excuse me. He waits a little bit longer. And he says, "Excuse me, Mr. Mussina, I'm a really big fan and I have to go. Can I get your autograph?" Mike blows him off, doesn't acknowledge him, keeps talking to the guys. And then finally he's like, Mr. Mussina, can I get your autograph?" Mike Mussina turns around and says, "Hey, kid, can't you see I'm talking here? That's all you guys do. You just want to keep bugging me. Get out of here." Something along those lines. Crushed him. And to this day, if you call Jay and ask him about Mike Mussina, he will tell you how much he hates him.
That's rough. I often wonder, though, how I would be, right? Because they play these games and then they have like press conferences where they have to answer for their dumb mistakes. Nowhere else do you have to do that, right? Like, good thing I don't have to answer for my mistakes at work.
Obviously, you're not married then, Bill.
Well, work mistakes I don't have to answer for.
I have to answer for my mistakes every day for the last 18 years, brother.
And then there's like 150 kids out there. And, if you don't sign one, it's almost like you didn't sign any. If you sign all but one, it's like, oh, no, he didn't sign. Now they hate you, like that story. Now they hate you for life.
Yeah, well, this guy, he hates Mike Mussina. So I think that, like, if Jay was like, say he was dying, or like he went and was like an organ donor, they flip over the back of his license. He was in a terrible accident. They're like, "Oh, he's an organ donor." But hold on, there's something in fine print. And then they look at it, it says, "Except Mike Mussina," probably on his card.
Sorry.
So like Mussina. He would give his kidney to anybody but Mike Mussina at this point.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Anyway. I mean, you never know. Like those little things. Like Mike Mussina doesn't remember that, but maybe he does. Maybe he will.
He thinks about it. It haunts him every day.
Yeah, but Jay will never forget that. I even promised him that I would make that right or wrong and get Mike Mussina to apologize to him if I won in fantasy baseball this year, but I lost, so that got me off the hook on that.
I have a positive story. You want to hear this one? One time, I'm in LA, right? I worked at a talent agency or whatever. No big deal. Got paid like $8 an hour. Anyway, and we're going to go to this party. Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie were going to be there, right? That's how far back we're going here. So my buddy and I get so drunk, we leave before they even get there, whatever, right? Open bar, we're young. So then, while I'm there, though, Baron Davis walks in. It's a Madden release party. Baron Davis walks in with Muhammad Ali. And all these people have their little cheesy flip phones out or whatever, and they're taking pictures of Muhammad Ali. And I'm just looking at him. And he goes like this. And I go this. And he goes, and then I do this to Muhammad Ali, and then he walks off. How about that, huh? Put your phones down, people. Put your phones down. I saw Muhammad Ali.
You're the chosen one, Bill.
Thank
Muhammad
you, all
Ali
of you other
chose
people
you.
for trying to get a video. I gotta send this to my friends. Hopefully they'll think I'm cool. Anyway.
I often wonder what is the true value of an autograph, right? Like when I was a kid, I got them, but like, I mean, I autograph everything. I sign checks, you sign permission slips. There's no value in a signature, but for some reason, if you play a child's game and get paid millions of dollars, your signature is worth money. I don't get it.
I don't think it ever should have been a thing for money, right? Somebody started that to just really want. It should just be, I have it. That's it. There shouldn't why is a Honus Wagner card Honus Wagner card worth like more than any other card? Like they're all just cardboard.
Hummus Wagner. Ooh, hummus, there we go.
Pita chips.
Hummus Wagner.
Hummus is worth more than a Honus Wagner card. If you think about it,
depends on the condition.
Can you eat a Honus Wagner card?
No, but you can eat hummus. Yeah, if you're starving to death, what good is that baseball card?
Hey, you mentioned the Thursday night game. Did you see that Ozzy Osbourne was cut off? His performance was cut off?
No, I didn't even know he was allowed to still play music.
Yeah, he was like looking the wrong way. No. So he's like singing as the woman's introducing him. He's started the song, and then they play him for like 5 seconds, and then they cut to the guys at like the little table, like halftime. It's a halftime show. I didn't know if you were angry about that. I'm not a big Ozzy guy, but I know there's some Ozzy people out there. They're probably not happy about that. What Ozzy? You gotta respect Ozzy.
Was Ozzy Osbourne like the Prince of? Was he the Prince of Darkness? Was that like his thing?
Yeah, he did the head off bat by accident. He thought it was fake.
He also moved up on the royal scale.
I thought it was fake. I bit the head of a bat.
Jared!
It's a bad Sharon.
Yeah. So the wrap up football, I guess. Are we done with football?
Yeah, I had that TJ Watt's whatever Watt hurt himself is gonna be back sooner than they thought. And so I didn't know if you wanted to take a guess at TJ and JJ's first and middle names. And then we can move on. TJ Watt.
TJ Watt, his first name is Tiberius Johnson Watt. No?
You got it.
So good.
TJ and JJ. Trent Jordan and Justin James, baby.
Justin James. Sounds like either an outlaw or a gay porn star.
The outlaw. The shooting of the outlaw, Justin James, by the coward TJ Watt. No, you ever hear that?
Jackhammering, starring Justin James. What was his name? Joshua James?
Josiah Justin.
Yeah. So I did a little fun activity the kind of wrap up. Well, two things. I did two things. One, we've got the Baltimore Ravens highlight from the guy with the Baltimore Ravens or a Baltimore accent. We can play that for our people if we want or not.
You got them on the line?
And then we'll put it at the end. We'll put it at the end to make you listen all the way to the end to get the Baltimore accent, Baltimore game breakdown. But for a fun activity, I have a challenge for you, Bill, and for anybody, the two people that listen. I had my dog pick. He picked winners and losers for next week's game. It was a very scientific method. I put treats. I told him what hand was what team, and I put a treat in each hand so that it wasn't biased. Yeah. And I let him pick. He did not pick the same hand every time. Would you like a quick breakdown?
Are his picks available for free on a recorded line?
Yes. He'll give you 3, and then you got to pay for all the rest.
You remember that? Winning 90% this year. Anyway, let me see this, guys.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create like either on ESPN or Yahoo like a pick'em challenge, and I'm going to put his picks up there, and you and I can make our picks, and if anybody else wants to join in, and we'll just see where he is every week.
I love this.
But yeah, I mean, he does have the Dolphins beating the Ravens, so if that happens, he's going to have to find a new place to live, and he'll be at the Pound. But other than that, I mean, I'll leave it. You got to come see it online, so that'll get people
he's been out back all this time since a few hours ago. You're mad at him?
Yeah, I got him tied to a tree.
Bam!
So, as far as current events, a big thing, Queen died. Don't know if you heard about that.
Yeah. I didn't know she was queen of like a bunch of other countries. Must be
I
busy
did.
getting around to all of
It was
them, doing all that work, you know. Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
busy.
yeah.
But no, much respect to the queen, you know. Hats off. I'm not gonna take my
Yeah.
hat off because my hair's terrible, but I'm not one of these people that hates on him, but it's not like it's more of a symbol, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're not really giving out orders or cutting off people's heads. So, I mean, it is what it is. But they might be
Anyways,
getting back to that. I mean, the way the world is trending, we probably will have that start happening soon.
the last guillotine murder wasn't even that long ago, I heard.
It's crazy. It's
Just
crazy when
last
you look
month.
at all the terrible things we did not that long ago,
Yeah. Yeah.
like MySpace. But now the Queen, the only gripe I have with the Queen passing away is that I was in the middle of doing a really funny like meme. Like I had photoshopped this picture, put a lot of work into it. I sent it out to a group of my friends, and before anybody could really like absorb the joke and have a laugh about it, the Queen died and completely eliminated the joke. It was
Stole the
gone.
thunder.
Yeah, it was gone. She just, I guess those are some of the perks of being royalty, that you can just kind of trump other people's jokes. But
Yeah. Selfish
anyway,
as ever, I thought.
yeah.
But they drove her in like a El Camino. It looked like it was like glass. Did you see this thing? But it was just like a hearse with glass. But it looked like a Queen's El Camino. It was pretty neat. I'd love an El Camino, by the way, Chevy. If you're thinking about bringing that back, that'd be amazing.
You could be an influencer for El
Somebody
Camino.
Chevy's like, hey, get over here. They just mentioned it. Anyway.
Yeah, El Caminos are coming back. The electric El Camino.
Currently, we're gonna beat the dog. I'm gonna own your dog in gambling. Got anything else?
That's it for me right now. I mean, I'm going through my notes here, see if there's anything else. I mean, Queen died, Ravens won. It's, I mean, a pretty good day in America.
All right, I have a challenge for you.
Go ahead,
Emmys
fire
just
away.
happened. I didn't watch too much about it. Evidently, Jimmy Kimmel laid on the ground. That was a thing. But anyway, that got me thinking of something. When I do quiz, I want to do like an EGOT. What's that?
Did he get in? Why?
It was a joke, but then the lady won the award, and he was like laying next to her as she's giving her speech. But from what I hear, she didn't care. I mean, maybe she did. I think it makes it more memorable. I don't know.
You know what I always thought was awkward? Remember the MTV Movie Awards?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when they were like a thing, like people cared about them?
Yeah.
Remember they would always do best kiss, and then like sometimes the people that would go up there would like do a little smooch, and then other times the people didn't want to kiss, but the one person did, and then it was just like this really awkward scene.
Oh, I think I remember. Maybe Halle Berry. No, I forget. But yeah, it's always awkward when one person wants to kiss and the other doesn't, especially in front of millions of people, I suppose. I know.
Yeah, I think if I remember correctly, it was like Cameron Diaz maybe and somebody else, something like that. If we can find it, Bill, can you put it into the?
Me too. We're gonna Me Too somebody. I'm not gonna Me Too somebody. But anyway, the Emmys got me thinking about EGOTs. Do you know what an EGOT is?
I'm
No?
old. What is EGOT? Is it like something from Star Wars?
It's not a waffle. It's not an Eggo.
Oh.
No, it's people who won an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, and a Tony. Do you know what a Tony is?
That's for Broadway, right?
Great job.
Thank you.
So I have a list here of all the people. I don't know. It's like 20. Can you name me one? EGOTer?
Denzel Washington.
We didn't have to wait to hear that Baltimore accent. Washington.
Didn't he do?
I'm washing my
Didn't he
clothes.
do?
We got you meant Richard Rodgers.
No,
Richard Rodgers, Helen Hayes, Rita Moreno, West Side Story. I'll skip the ones you might know. Audrey Hepburn, Mel Brooks won all those. Whoopi Goldberg, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Phantom of the Opera, right? He won an Emmy. John Legend, Alan Menken, and Jennifer Hudson.
All right.
Then I got one more little note. I was thinking about like if you were president or if you won an Oscar, you get to be for the rest of your life. Please welcome President Murph or whatever. Please welcome Oscar winner blank. So if you could take one of the awards you won for your whole life and you had to put it in front of your name, what would you pick? Like, I guess I would be like 3-time fantasy baseball winner, Bill Ware, when I was introduced.
Tough. You got an award?
You got any awards? You ever won anything? I haven't won a whole lot of awards.
Perfect attendance.
I had that. Did you have that?
I think I had it in 8th grade.
Please welcome
I don't
8th
know
grade
why.
perfect attendance winner, Ryan Murphy. Hi.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, no, that's funny.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, you know.
$50 scratch off winner. They still do. They do that. They introduce people on commercials that way, so that's still a thing.
What do you mean?
Like if someone wins $100 scratch off or $1,000 scratch off, they're introduced as $1,000 scratch off winner Bill Ware.
If I won $1,000, that's what I would be using because that would be the best thing I've
I'm
done.
not bragging about it because then you got family coming out of the woodwork wanting a loan. Hey,
Please welcome.
babe, let me get that $1,000.
Yeah.
I'll pay you back. I swear, I swear I will.
Hey, I don't have it right now. Yeah. Oh man, God, if I won the lottery, it would be anonymous. My wife wouldn't even know. She would know. But I don't even know what I would spend it on. The older I get, I'm like, I used to know exactly what I would do. Right? I was like, I'd get a boat and I go here, there. You ever do that in your mind?
Yeah, but nowadays I'm like, I just wouldn't work. I've turned out like my lotto winnings have gone from like, wanting luxurious things to being the guy from Office Space. Just, not having a job.
Peter. Yeah, when he gets, I forgot he gets hypnotized in the beginning of that movie.
Yeah.
I don't know if
And
people
then he
remember
doesn't,
that.
and then he doesn't care about work.
It's
Sorry,
like
earthquake. Minor earthquake. That's all. Not a big deal.
there's an
Everything's fine.
aftershock.
Yeah.
One thing you mentioned that you and I have both done. I've watched one of two. I believe you're halfway through the second one, the Manti Te'o story. Is that
Yeah,
wild?
what is worse? The Manti Te'o situation or the Notre Dame situation right now? Which one's worse?
Right now, the Notre Dame situation right now.
Right now, they're like they would rather have beat Marshall and be dealing with a fake girlfriend than no fake girlfriend and losing the Marshall.
They're checking Manti Te'o's eligibility.
Might have another year. I think they're checking the girlfriend's eligibility.
Or Naya, they want to know. Oh, Lene? Oh, man.
That whole thing, like, there hasn't been a whole lot of good TV out. I watched Dope Sick, which is very disturbing, and I highly recommend everybody watch it. But aside from that, like, I popped that on the Manteo or Manateo. I don't even know. Yeah, I can't even say. But I popped that in just because you said how bizarre it was, and I don't buy it, man. At some point, you have to realize a girl that you've never met, never seen, isn't real.
Why would he play up that she died, though?
Maybe
if he knew she was fake, I would just be quiet. He thought nobody's gonna figure it out. I think Manti Te'o might be guilty of being super like the most naive person ever put on the earth. Could be.
Look, here's the thing. You claim your girlfriend dies. Isn't there going to be records of that? Like, aren't people going to be able to look her up?
Yeah, but he thought she died at the time, right? When he said it, she had faked her death. It's a she now, but at the time it was a guy named Renaya. You guys got to watch it. You have to watch the. It's almost too difficult to explain what was going on here.
But why aren't you like? I know we're probably getting off like too deep in the weeds with this, but like, are you not? I don't buy it, bro. I don't buy it. It's a scam.
I think you say you're not entertained. I'm definitely entertained by it. I know that. Yeah. It's wild. It has so many twists and turns. I had no idea about. Check it out.
I'm on episode 2. I got about halfway through it. It's a lot to process.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
A lot was going on. I mean, and to not have figured it out is weird. That Manti never. There's like so many opportunities to just be like, hey, I need to see you. But she did. It was a guy at the time did have pictures of herself and of this girl and video or whatever. So I mean, one time he asked for a picture of her holding the newspaper doing that. How did that happen? Did you anyway? You got it.
I got further into it and you figured out how he ended up. People probably have no idea what we're talking about, but let's just
they're all like turning us off.
The elephant in the room. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Nude photos. You know that he was probably requesting nudes. All the kids want nudes these days. So you tell me that like that never happened or what?
Just anything. Just like I at a certain point, I wouldn't consider anybody I hadn't ever truly seen even on video my girlfriend. I just I wouldn't. You know, that's the ultimate. Like, I
That was
got a
the other
girlfriend. She's
thing
in Canada. You know,
in the show, and they talk about how it's their friends, their friends, their friends, their friends, and then they talk about how they kind of like going their separate ways, and that's when she decides to fake the death of the fake woman.
yeah, it's very hard to explain.
I mean, people listening right now are probably like, "What are these guys even talking about?" I'm turning it off.
Yeah, but yes,
and then somewhere in the mix of all of it, he says, "This is my girlfriend." Was it my friend that's a girl, or it was my girlfriend? Because if he's saying it's his girlfriend, you know, I feel like you have a little bit deeper relationship than just texting people. Yeah. Anyways, check it out. Tell us what you think, because it's bizarre. It's really bizarre.
Yeah, it's a strange one. I mean, it doesn't get. I like those untold stories though. Untold, the girl boxer. Have you seen that one? Untold.
I haven't seen that one.
The one with Ron Artest. What happened then? You know, there's always more to this stuff than you think.
I did watch a little bit of that one. That one was pretty good. Yeah. I think ultimately, how about this? I will withhold judgment of Manti Te'o until I watch the whole thing. But right now, I feel like he's not really telling the whole story. I feel like he's holding some stuff back because it's just way too simple. His breakdown of it, like, it's just super innocent. Like, what are you, 12 years old? Come on, man. You're a top Heisman Trophy finalist in college football, which is the only place you can get the Heisman Trophy.
Handsome devil.
And you're gonna act like some random girl that you've never met before is your girlfriend. It seems like you got some bad PR advice.
You know, I have to watch the rest of it, but yeah, you're right. I mean, it does involve him being, like I said, just like either he has, I don't know, either he's. I'm trying not to be mean to Manti. I said naive. I guess he either could be super innocent and naive or a liar. One of those two things.
He's probably both.
A little bit both.
Well, there's another controversy in college sports, pro sports, that I have uncovered recently, and I'm going to work on doing maybe a short video on it, but it has to do with, and I was telling you about this, the Cardinal logo. The Cardinal logo for the Arizona Cardinals, the St. Louis Cardinals, it's all a fake. All a fake.
Eye-opening.
You can tell me why. Message me. Tell me why.
Expose.
Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's there right in front of you, but nobody's noticed it until I noticed it, and I told you about it, and I'm going to blow the lid off this thing. We'll talk about it next week. I'll work on a video.
I just can't believe I was blind to it.
Mm-hmm. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.
It's true. Anyway, I got to go take care of some business.
All right. Well, we'll roll the Baltimore Murph Ravens breakdown to see if anybody tolerates a Baltimore accent and listens to the whole thing. And if not, we'll be back next week. We'll try and drop these every week, going over current events, sports, and what have you. And you got a good story you want us to share, don't forget to send it to us, and we'll get it out there. All right, guys. Till next time.
Against your dog. What's your dog's name?
Bo.
Beat Bo.
Bo knows football.
Bo knows football. Bo knows treats. Bo's a hack. We got this.
Hey, I'll put the link in the show notes.
Excellent. See you, everybody.
Oh, babe, thanks for having me on here. The Baltimore Murph going to do a quick little Baltimore Ravens breakdown for you all. We had a 24-9 victory over them Jets on 9/11 up there in New York, and that ain't no easy task. You don't believe me? Ask them Tennessee Titans. They just got beat by the Giants, knocked about half the guys out at work to survive a pool. So, anyways, we had Lamar looking like Lamar out there, not doing a whole lot of nothing, and all of a sudden throwing touchdowns. Got 2 to Delvis Duvernay. He threw 1 over Rashad Bateman. Mark Andrews, where you at, homie? You gonna come up to this game or what? Maybe we'll see something out of him next week against them Dolphins. Anyways, I called my cousin Tony and Timmy and Donnie and Shelly, and I told them all, I said, I think the Ravens going to Super Bowl again, so best get your tickets now, because Ravens going to roll. Just remember, go O's, go Ravens, go Baltimore. All right, see you.